Why does he liken man to silver? I said that he likens us to garments because we are actually divine vestures that he seeks to wear for expression. So one of the things you are to God and you are in God is not just a vessel in which he invests substance, you are also an apparel that he wears for expression. Beyond that, we see that in this refinery operation and this purification operation, that one of the things that you also are is that you are currency. But currency that is impure cannot be legal tender. Currency that is not rid and void of the impurities of its raw state cannot be legal tender. So there are things that you can boast about that you legitimately inherited from the fallen state that God wants to take out so that you can become legal tender, because men spend money but God spends men. And it cannot wield you as a viable instrument for purchase, for commerce, for transaction if you have not been rid of the things that need to be lost in the bondage. I remember Moses. He saw a bush that burned. For him, that was how the flame began to advertise. He saw the bush was burning, but it was not burnt. That's what God wants to bring us into. A sustained pilgrimage in the flame. There are many times that God cannot be seen except you are in the fire. And that's why he comes as the fourth man. There are things God wants to teach a generation that he will not do through doctrine. He can only do through the flame. And until Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego decide that they are not going to bow, the lectures that should come to a generation on the account of the flames will not come. That's what God wants to use your bodies to teach a generation. But you are aborting seasons. You are aborting process. Because you think God did not ignite the flame. I told you that every time Satan tries to spoil, to sabotage your destiny, he's partnering with God to fulfill it. And for precious things to become strong, because precious things are fickle and they are fragile. For precious things to become strong, they need to be subjected to burning. It's not the kind of discipleship we do in church that meets such men. Those burnings can only be found in the inner chambers. with person-specific instruments for the prosecution of that refining. So I came to tell you that if you are running away from refinery operations, God has no other way to facilitate crystallizing in you the needed capacity, because you are a precious thing, and that means you are fragile. Anything can go wrong at any time, but God does not want you to remain at that level.